Hi, this is Natalie Whelan from VidVersity, and I just thought I'd take this opportunity to show you how to get started when you're first working in VidVersity. So the first thing is, it assumes you've got a video. If you don't have a video, you could use our app, which you can get in Google Play or iTunes, and upload it. And then it allows you to capture using your camera on your phone or device and press upload, and it will send it straight to here using your credentials. Now, if you have already got a video that you've captured somewhere else, you go to Video Library, and I recommend you go to Add Video Category and create a category for every video that you put up. It's just a way of sort of managing and filing your videos. Once you do that, you upload your video now and you put it into your relevant category. I highly recommend uploading videos to Dropbox first and then using your Dropbox account to upload it. It's a much easier process to upload videos, and we do recommend MP4 videos. If it's not, we do convert it, but it takes a long time. So upload's probably the thing that takes the longest time, particularly in Australia where our upload speeds are quite limited. Once you've uploaded a video, your video will sit in here. Now you can use your categories to find the different videos in each of the categories. So we're going to be looking at a test video. Now each video that you work with, if it starts off as a reasonably long video, you might want to chunk it up into smaller parts. So here might be an example. We'll find a video, the original video, we'll edit, and the video will launch here. Once it's here, if you decide you'd like to cut it into short pieces, go to cut. And basically you just top and tailing. So you sit here and watch the video playing here. And then you say, I would like the video to start here, start there. So if you decide that's where you'd like your chapter to start, you just go over to here. And so for instance, that tells you that it's going to start at the beginning and it's going to stop at 43 seconds, which you can see matches up there. You can call it something, so we could call it test 1, 2, 3, and we click on cut and save. Now what it's doing, it's not cutting your original video, it's just cutting the new video that you've created, which is just these 43 seconds. So basically you can go and chunk this into a whole lot of smaller chapters or pieces. Once it's done that, it'll tell you that it came from this video and it cut it at 43 seconds. So you'll see I've cut a whole lot of videos, chapters here, and it always tells you the time that it started and finished. So you can always go and find out exactly where you got it from the main video. Once you've done that, you go over to courses. Now courses is where you start creating your actual course that's going to be published. So the first thing is you click on add a course and you call it whatever you want. Test and English we'll call it, for instance. That name is what the learners will see. So spend a bit of time thinking about that one. Again, probably thinking about putting a category. Categories, just as you get more and more information and more courses, it helps you manage them. So now that should be here. And we'll choose our category. Oh, there it is. Keywords help us down the track, again, just be able to find our material. If you want an image, you can put an image in the top corner. You can also put who the presenter is if you want. You can put a bit of information about them if you want. This will all be available to the learner to see. You can also decide if they can skip chapters or they have to go through them sequentially. We're going to say yes, they can skip them. All of these things you can change at a later time. We've now created a course sort of folder ready for us to build it. So we'll click on edit chapters and lock the course. That means no one else can work in this video now, it's just me. We click on create a chapter and we call it chapter 1 introduction, whatever you wish. You can upload an image or you can elect not to. You can say they have to answer the questions or they don't. We'll say they don't. We can then go to here and we choose our category, and now we've got all our little bits and pieces that we've cut up. So we can say, I want that to be chapter 1. Okay, inside each chapter, we've now got the ability to do a number of things. We can add questions. Again, I tend to put questions in categories so I can find them. But a question, these are previously existing questions, otherwise I could just write down, this is fun, true or false, we'll say true, and then we can say, of course it is, so we can give feedback. Click on save. Now, I can decide where I'd like that question to appear. So here's my little chapter. I've got a timeline along here, and I say, I want it to appear at 4 seconds, and click on the tick, and it will launch there. If I want to add a resource is something like a web page or a document. So open, click to open, we might say, and we might be launching a website, or we might say, actually, I want them to open up a PowerPoint presentation. So we can go into our files, we could go to our downloads, we can choose anything we're interested in, click on open, click on save, and now that will open up as a document. We can also add notes. Notes are things like be careful when using he, she, and them. It just can be a hint or tip. You click on save. Again, we just decide where we want that to appear. And finally, slides. And these are not PowerPoint slides. These are slides that you've actually built over here, which is our own slide system. So you add a category. You add a slide. So we'll say, welcome to this test. We can have a category. I'm just going to say test. And now we start building our slides. So the first one can be welcome. And we can put all kinds of information. This is a course to demonstrate English. The learning, the learning objectives are, and you could list them if you want to. Click on save. We could then add another slide, get started. So you just use this like a PowerPoint slide tool. So welcome to this course. Now, back in our course, which is over here, our test in English, we've got manage. We'll go back to edit, and in slides we can say I'll add a slide or slides, and we've got it, we call it test. There it is. Click on save, and again you can have that launch at the start or anywhere you like. So we've now created our first chapter. So we'll go back to, we'll click on update just to make sure. We'll click on test. Now we're going to add another chapter. Chapter 2, how is it going? We can go down here. Don't have to answer the questions. That's again up to you. We choose our videos. I'm going to go into here. These are all the ones I previously cut. And that for the time being will be enough. Remember, you can always change this if you want to upload folders or images. Go to test and English. We're going to click on publish. You wait a few moments, and once it's published, we've got the opportunity to preview the course. So we now go, it opens up in a new window. Here's our video with our little slideshow. There's our question. There's our note. Each time pausing it. Under notes, they pop up here as an aggregate. Our resources pop up here also, which would be a PowerPoint or anything we've directed them to. They can jump around to the different chapters because we said they could. And they can go back and forth. Once you've had a play around, you're happy with it, click on close. Now we've got the option. Under navigation is where we decide if they can skip chapters or not. Share. Share allows us to create a shareable link that we can send to our students, and we can get some basic data and statistics. SCORM is where we download our SCORM files if we want them to go into our LMS, and LTI is where we create our LTI credentials if we're putting it into an LMS that allows LTI. So that sort of gives you an understanding of how to start. It's very quick. It allows you to take a very passive learning experience in a video into a much more active, exciting video learning experience. So if you've got any questions, always contact us at vidversity.com. We're happy to have a chat. Thank you.